Yeah, and here's where you would probably laugh, where I've been attacked the most for expressing any particular opinion, outside of my world, is if I question in any way the global warming, climate change narrative. That is the most virulent attacks that I've seen from people if I question that. It is like, I mean, you'd think I was skinning babies alive. How dare you attack the earth? And all I'm saying is these are very serious issues worthy of open debate. If you do research, I do my own research. You're not my only informational source. I'll go on and I'll see climate figures, and this one scientist says this and this other. So you think, well, okay, it's not a settled issue, right? But in this guy's mind, it's a settled issue, and I'm against the planet Earth because I dare question carbon tax. But the reason I'm bringing this up is not to make a point about myself. The reason it's amazing to me that where you have a lot of corporate money sitting behind something, how can a liberal class be that comfortable with that relationship? With the amount of money that's behind the green movements, how can that liberal class be that comfortable? Shouldn't it be going, well, why is this? Why is Monsanto standing behind me on this? That's where it gets a little fishy.
Dinner's hopper, ladies and gentlemen.
If you can keep your head when all about you losing theirs and blaming it on you, if you can trust yourself when all men doubt you, but make allowance for the doubting too, or being lied about, don't deal in lies, or being hated, don't give way to hating, and yet don't look too good nor talk too wise. If you can dream but not make dreams your master, if you can think but not make thoughts your aim, if you can meet with triumph and disaster, and you just treat these two imposters just the same, or bear to hear the truth that you've spoken, twisted by knaves to make a trap for fools, or watch the things that you've given your life to broken, and stoop and build them up again with worn out tools. If you can make one heap of all your winnings, and risk it in one turn of pitch and toss and lose, start again at your beginnings. Never breathe a word about your loss. If you can force your heart and your nerve and your sinew to serve your turn long after they are gone, and so hold on when there's nothing in you except the will which says to them, hold on. If you can talk with crowds and keep your virtue, or walk with kings, but never lose the common touch. If neither foes nor loving friends can hurt you, if all men count with you, but none too much, if you can fill the unforgiving minute with 60 seconds worth of distant run, yours is the earth and everything that's in it, and which is more, you're going to be a man, my son.
Frightening thing to think that we could be living in a society that is run by its worst specimens. I mean, that is a frightening idea.
Yeah.
But it's a really wake-up idea, because if that's the case, or if it's anything like that, then we really have to pay attention and take action, you see.
Yeah.
But any expose of the great orchestration of social evil, I'm going to call it the great orchestration of social evil and the great deception that we see, for instance, in 9/11, in the global warming scam. Any expose of that needs to be balanced by the counter magic. If they are using that black magic in politics, in advertising, in the media, in entertainment, blatant programming of people, where is the counter magic? The practice of the ancient mysteries, of the ancient pagan mysteries, was based on a story. The myth of the goddess Sophia, or the Aeon Sophia, to use an Gnostic term. There's no myth of planetary evolution that explains the origin of the human species, explains our relation to the earth, the nature of the earth, the divinity of the earth, the divine powers invested in us, the risk of archontic or deviant powers, that is to say, the risk of a psychosis or schizophrenia within our own species. All of these elements are uniquely described in one story, the story of the goddess Sophia. This myth is not a totalitarian story that's imposed on you. It's a vision story that inspires and nurtures your own divine understanding, like no other story you will ever find. The initiates of the mysteries were the great teachers and educators of humankind. Now just think about that for a moment. And I would like to ask you, if anyone thinks that the current representatives of the globalist / Illuminati control freak cult derived out of the mysteries, then I would ask you, would you consider these people to be great educators and teachers of mankind? Pagan simply means a person of the country. Paganus. It's a Latin word. It means country peasant, country dweller.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Pagans were not Satanists. They did not sacrifice babies or practice human sacrifice. Pagans did not practice human sacrifice. This is a very serious piece of disinformation. I'm not saying that instances of human sacrifice didn't occur in the ancient world. They've always occurred. The pagans were the people who had not strayed. They did not stray. They remained in their ecological and bioregional niche, and they practiced their life in a ritual sanctity and a bond with nature. As soon as we stray from that bond and that ritual observation of our life in nature, we become demented, and we are now reaching the extreme limit of that dimension. But there's no grand plan about it, not that I see. You know, I think that's part of the psychotic mentality of the perpetrators. They wanted to make us think that there's some kind of a plan, and we're not in on it, right?
Exactly.
The change can only come one person at a time, and it only comes from the inside of each person who reconnects and realigns to the earth, because the earth is our mother source, and it is the source of our intelligence. And all of the healing and vision that we need is in our connection to the earth. That is precisely what the globalist perpetrators don't have. They don't have that. And this is the time when this must be made known. Because in the experience and power and wisdom of that light comes the magic.
See